long as you're mine, the sun will always set as I gaze into your eyes.
रेत की तरह बिखर रहा है दर्द तुम्हारा बदन में मेरे शहर की तरह उतर रहा है.
What is up guys, welcome back to my channel Tech Galaxy, and this video will be super amazing. As you know, year ending 2023 is ending. We didn't even realize that how fast the year just went. Like just 2023 started and ended, and the 2023 was super warm for smartphones, and it was super crazy for smartphones and AI and ChatGPT, everything. But today is a smartphone award video. As you know, end of a year, everywhere there is a which is the best smartphone in this year, which is the worst of the year smartphone. I'm going to tell you everything, and this is the Phone Award 2023 Phone of the Year Award. So let's start it. There are some points given, so I will read you for you quickly. 2 best flagship smartphones of 2023, 3 best camera smart flagship phones of 2023, 2 best gaming phone of 2023, 4 best mid-rangers of 2023, and 2 worst mid-rangers of 2023. Yeah, there are some worst. And there are best flip phones of 2023 and 1 budget flip phone of 2023. 2 best folding phones of 2023 and 1 worst folding phone of 2023, and 4 best budget phones of 2023. So without any further ado, let's start this smartphone award 2023. Without any further ado, this award goes to the best king of the year flagship. It goes to Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Man, what a phone from Samsung. Amazing design, 200 megapixel camera, 2 telephoto lens, 10 megapixel one, another 10 megapixel, another 12 megapixel, and front selfie camera 12 megapixel. This phone cameras was fantastic, and cameras are not all. Performance was also 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, crazy whopping score, more better than 8 Gen 2. Like it was 8 Gen 2, but it was more optimized for Samsung. And the video recording was also amazing. 8K video recording at 10 to 30 frames, amazing. And display was, Samsung display is always the best. 6.8 inches WQHD display, dynamic AMOLED 2x display, and this is 120 Hz LTPO display, 1 Hz to 120 Hz, and more better colors. And this is curve, half like little bit curve, but this was a first like best S Pen phone. It was S Pen supported device. You can write notes with this phone, and S Pen has some crazy features as well. So without any doubts, this phone wins the 2023 award, Phone of the Year award, to Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Now let's move on to our second smartphone flagship award. And this year was little good for Apple, and you can say little bad for Apple, because this year Apple launched iPhone 15 Pro Max. Every smartphone industry was changed with this iPhone. Titanium build, A17 Pro chip, PC level gaming, 3 nanometer chip. This is 3 nanometer chip, and it can do PC level gaming and hardware ray tracing supported device. Like you can do ray tracing on the smartphone. This is PC level thing. Amazing camera. You know, mostly smartphones take their photo at 12 megapixel. What a matter how big is the camera resolution, is the mean photography is in 12 megapixel, but this phone can take photo up to 24 megapixel. The camera is 48 megapixel, but 24 megapixel raw photos. This is amazing, and comes with action button. And iPhone 15 Pro was a big success for Apple, but it was a little downgrade as well, because as you know, heating issues and jerry rig. If you want jerry rig durability test, the phone back glass was shattering pretty easily. It was a weak signature over here, and the phone was heating a lot, and the battery was not working, and screen burning issues. But Apple fixed that all issues with the update. But still, without any further ado, best display, best performance, king of the performance and king of the camera goes to iPhone 15 Pro Max, this flagship 2023 award. Now let's move on to our next category, best flagship camera smartphone. On our first list, this award goes to on best camera flagship Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Man, what a year for Xiaomi. Amazing phone of Xiaomi. Xiaomi 13 Ultra was the camera gem. 1-inch sensor. It was like a 1-inch sensor. You know what is 1 inch? That like photograph, like in that movies, people use the camera. That camera is 1-inch sensor, and this phone has that 1-inch sensor, and it was not a lie because Jerry did do a teardown of this phone, and it was actually a 1-inch sensor. Amazing photographic experience. 50 megapixel main camera with 1 inch, and it can do 8K recording. Amazing camera, and this was a camera centric phone, so camera was amazing. You can shoot high res video, high res photos, everything from this phone. If you want a best camera of the year, Xiaomi 13 Ultra wins it. And the performance was also good. 8 Gen 2, 90-watt charging, 15-watt wire turbo charging, IP68 resistant, WQHD plus curved display, 120 Hz. Design element, this phone was designed very well as well. Look at that design from everywhere, from camera at spots, from design, from display. This phone wins the award of 2023. Best camera smartphone goes to Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Now our next category, let's move on. Without any issues, this award goes to Vivo X90 Pro. Best camera phone in the best price. Like the price of this phone was $899, and in India it was 80,000 to 90,000 between, but it was a best camera phone. It was also 1-inch sensor, and this was pretty best camera. The camera of the Vivo X90 was crazy, and Vivo X's cameras are always good, and the X100 is now coming, so I'm so excited for that. But if you talk about specs, 50 megapixel main, 50 megapixel another, 50 megapixel telephoto, and 12 megapixel ultra wide. Front camera was 32 megapixel, and the camera was crazy quality, crazy this camera. And don't talk about, so without any issues, this award goes to the best camera, second Vivo X90. The video was also good. And talking about performance, this phone comes with Dimensity 9200. Last year best processor, this year best processor. 9300 is already out, but this was a pretty powerful processor. 12 GB RAM, and the display was all on this phone was also good. 6.78 inches, 120 Hz LTPO display, and AMOLED display. So overall, if you look at all the angles of this phone wins the best camera phone, best design phone, and best display phone. 2023 award goes to Vivo X90 Pro. Now let's move on to our last category of flagship cameras. Now this award goes to Huawei Mate 60. I know this was a mid-ranger from Huawei, but don't talk about it. Huawei, if you know, US banned Huawei, and I'm the Huawei Honor user. I have used Honor phone, I have used Huawei phone, I have used Honor 6X, I have used Huawei Wi-Fi 2018, and Huawei and Honor phones are incredible. And Huawei was the first camera company, first performance, and best telephoto camera company. And when US banned Huawei, so Huawei made their Kirin processors last time. Their Kirin processors was in their phones, and US banned it, so the processor companies go away from Huawei. Google services was stopped for Huawei. Huawei was like, people were thinking Huawei is done, but Huawei sell Honor, and then Honor came back as a pretty different company. Like Honor 10 come out, Honor 20 come out, Honor V20 come out, and then Honor started the Odyssey, and then Huawei started slowly on 2020. Huawei begins to launch their phone, but only in China. But the performance was not good. It was not 5G supported, and now, but Huawei never give up, and Huawei launched their Huawei Mate 60. Best camera, best performance for Huawei because it's a 7 nanometer chip, Kirin 9000, 7 nanometer chip. But don't ask about it. What things Huawei has went to and Huawei is still going to. This chip is still powerful for Huawei. And the camera of Huawei is always the best. This camera specs, because this wins the camera award and the performance award. 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel another periscope telephoto camera. And you know Huawei was the first periscope telephoto camera gem. And another is 12 megapixel ultra wide, and this phone can do maximum 4K 60 frames recording. Good. OIS supported. Front is 13 megapixel camera, and cameras of this phone was good for Huawei's time thing. And camera was good, and talking about performance, this was with Kirin. Now this phone comes with Kirin 9000. I don't know how Huawei achieved this because processor companies from US was gone from Huawei, but still Huawei made this chip, and this is 7 nanometer chip, pretty powerful, runs at Harmony OS 4.0, no Android downfall, but you can install APKs from Huawei stores. You want to have Google services, but still Huawei is a champ on everything, and I'm so glad that Huawei is coming back slowly, and I hope US gets out the ban of Huawei and Huawei comes to US. If this happens, Huawei will be a best phone company. Let's move on to our next category. Now this category is best gaming smartphones of 2023, and this award wins Red Magic 8 Pro. Red Magic 8 Pro, no doubt, but it was the best gaming phone, best design phone. The camera was not good, it was okay, and the display was also okay, but the cam performance and the design was big elements of this phone. Look at that RGB fan over there and this transparent design and Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 logo inside. This is fantastic design. This has gaming triggers. If you are a gamer, you know what these extra buttons are for, gaming triggers, and pretty amazing design. And it has under display camera as well. So from a gaming expert, this was amazing. And talking about performance, it is at 8 Gen 2. Where is that performance processor area? This comes with 8 Gen 2, but it's, as you know, gaming phones are more better optimized for 8 Gen, different processors. So this processor is pretty optimized for gaming phone. This processor is especially for gaming phones, and Red Magic 8 Pro is the best gaming phone, and the display is also pretty good, 120 Hz, 6.8 inches, full HD plus, but best display and performance the best. But camera is little sorted, I would say. It doesn't win the camera category because it's not the best. Gaming phone cameras are not always bad, but specs are good. 50 megapixel, 8 megapixel, 2 megapixel, and front is 16 megapixel. But yeah, I would say the average camera. But battery is also pretty massive, 6000 mAh battery, dual cell. Wow, what a monster. And 65-watt charging support and USB 3.1 support. So performance and battery and design, this phone wins the best performance award of 2023, Red Magic 8 Pro. Moving on to our last category of gaming phones. No doubt, but best gaming phone award wins Infinix GT10 Pro. What a aggressive price. This phone is priced in US $400 and $500 between that, and in India it's priced at 20,000 rupees. What is going on in this world? 20,000 rupees and you get a gaming phone, gaming design, gaming performance. Wow. Infinix GT10 Pro is a pretty good solid design, transparent design. This has LED strips over here. You see this like dot, these are LED strips over here given, and this is whole transparent type of design. And the camera of this phone is also pretty massive. It's also pretty good for the gaming phone. The camera is pretty good, pretty solid enough, and this has vapor cooling system as well given. But this the performance of a gaming phone is a main target, and this comes with Dimensity 8050 processor, pretty good for the gaming. This processor is pretty powerful for the gaming. If you are doing high level gaming, this processor is the best, and this has 4D vibrator motor inside. So for if you play gaming, you will have a pretty good haptic feedback overall. And the RAM is also pretty good. LPDDR4X RAM, 8 GB plus 8 GB expandable RAM, so total of I think 16 GB of RAM. Wow, monster for this price. And it has mini LED as well. I told you that RGB lights in the back. And the display of this phone is also pretty amazing. 120Hz higher refresh rate, LTPO, and this is in-display fingerprint scanner, AMOLED display, 5000 mAh battery, 45-watt supercharger. And this is camera of this phone is also pretty solid, 108 megapixel camera in a gaming phone. Massive deal without any issues. This year of 2023 gaming phone, affordable gaming phone award goes to Infinix GT10 Pro. Best performance, best design, best display, best camera. Everywhere this phone is outstanding. Good work, Infinix. I'm happy to see what next year you guys do with your GT series. Let's move on to our next category of mid-rangers. This year for mid-range phones are always good, and Samsung, how can Samsung go ahead? Samsung launched their A54 on March, and I am the Samsung A series user as well. I've used Samsung A30s, and right now I'm using Samsung A53, which video I have already done in my channel. Go check it out. But A54 was their latest one, and it was a massive success for Samsung. Amazing the phone at $400, but now it's even selling at $350 in Black Friday deals. Amazing camera, amazing design. This phone follows the S23 flagship design and glass back. This is glass back protected by Gorilla Glass 5, front and back both wear, and the design is super amazing. Fully flagship type of design is given in the mid-ranger phone, and the camera of this phone is pretty amazing. 50 megapixel main, 5 megapixel another, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 32 megapixel front camera. And the camera of Samsung phones, matter is budget or its mid-ranger or its flagship, camera of Samsung phones are always best. And the display is also pretty good in A series, and this display is also pretty nice. This 0.4 inches Full HD plus, 1 inch smaller than A53, which I have like 6.5 inches, but it's a good enough. And this is AMOLED display, and this is 120Hz refresh rate. And for the performance, it's a sorted performance. Your day-to-day tasks will go pretty good. Exynos 1380 processor, which is I would say solid enough, but it's not so good. 5 nanometer processor, but it's okay if you are doing day-to-day tasks. Casual gaming, this phone will work pretty flawless. I am using A53, which has 1280 Exynos, and I do video editing on this phone, and this phone is pretty solid for video editing. No issues. Sometimes it lags a little bit and heats a little bit, but still solid enough. And it can do 4K recording as well, and it is IP67 waterproof as well. Without any ado, this phone wins a mid-ranger award of 2023. Now let's move on to our next category. Vivo V29 Pro wins the mid-ranger's second mid-ranger award for camera and display. Display of this phone is amazing. AMOLED 120Hz 6.7 inches 7.8 inches display. Amazing display, and the camera is amazing. 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel telephoto 2x optical zoom, and 8 megapixel ultra wide, and it has smart aura light. If you don't know smart aura light, you know what type of creators use this big studio lights. This phone has that ring light given over here, which is massive for a smart device like this, that like this small. Wow, Vivo, aggressive. Otherwise, for performance, this is using Dimensity 8200 4 nanometer processor. Good enough processor. 8300 is out, and 8200 is pretty powerful also. But the camera and the display of this phone is amazing. That's why I give this phone a award of best mid-ranger camera and display phone. This phone wins the award of best camera and mid-ranger. Moving on to our next category. Poco X5 also wins this award, and if you don't know Poco is a like a Xiaomi, Redmi, Realme, all these companies are same, and Poco has launched this year their Poco X5 Pro 5G, and this phone was massive in mid-range. Best Snapdragon processor, Snapdragon. This phone comes with Snapdragon 888 processor, which is pretty good. Pretty so no 7 Snapdragon 778G processor, 6 nanometer 5G phone, and Snapdragon 778G is a last year processor, but it's pretty powerful, pretty. And this comes with TSMC 6 nanometer process, which is pretty powerful, and TSMC makes every smartphone processors, and this has total 13 GB of RAM inside. Wow. Camera of this phone is biggest highlight, 108 megapixel, 8 megapixel another, and 2 megapixel macro. What a monster in camera and performance. Display is also amazing for Poco. 6.67 inches AMOLED, what no, punch hole display, and this can produce 1.0 billion colors. And this is DCI P3 dimming and HDR10 plus supported. Colors of Poco phones are amazing, and this is Dolby Vision supported and Dolby Atmos supported. Dolby Vision is for a display and Dolby Atmos is for the sound quality. This one is supported. 5000 mAh huge massive battery and 67-watt turbo fast charging. Wow, wow, just wow. So without any issues, this phone wins award of 2023. Good work, Poco. But Poco is having motherboard dead issues, but Poco has fixed it. So best work for performance, display, and camera. Thumbs up, Poco. Excited to see Poco at 6 next year. Moving on to our last category of mid-range. And this award goes to Hello Moto. If you are a legend, you will know what is this meaning. Hello Moto. Moto G84 best mid-ranger at best price. This phone is priced at, if I correct US price right now. So in US is around $400-500. I don't know correct price. I will write in a description. But this phone is amazing. This has Pantone verification, which is a color. If I'm wrong, so it has this is a color company which makes amazing color device things. This is a verification, and this phone color is super amazing. This red color looks super, like, what can I say, like, it looks super amazing in this phone, like leather bag given, and this is super premium as well. I will say red color is amazing, design wise amazing, camera is also amazing. This comes with amazing camera setup as well. This website is glitchy. Anyways, let me just, like, 50 megapixel main camera this phone has, and the main camera is only useful camera. Another 12 megapixel ultra wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, and the front selfie camera is 16 megapixel. And Moto cameras are always amazing, and Moto is also known for their stock Android experience. So this phone comes with stock Android and 120 Hz of refresh rate, Super AMOLED display. This is OLED, POLED display. OLED technology is amazing. Moto phones are always with, matter is its budget or mid-range, Moto phones are always with OLED technologies, and this phone has, and for the performance, this phone comes with Snapdragon 695 processor, which is pretty powerful, but it's an old processor, but it's good enough. And for charging, this phone comes with 5000 mAh big battery and 33-watt fast charging, typical Moto. So pretty good enough charging as well. It can charge your phone pretty fastly. So overall, if you look at every aspect of this phone wins the award of 2023. Moto G84, amazing work. Can't wait for Moto G85. Good work, Moto. Moving on to our worst category of mid-rangers, and again, hello Moto. And our worst category of mid-ranger is iPhone SE 3rd generation. Yeah, that big bezels phone in 2020, almost 2024. This phone doesn't win any award. This phone just loses. What? Like, it's almost 2024 and this phone comes with 4.7 inches display, which is not even big enough, and it has big thick bezels, and this home button. Apple, come on, this is 2023, And this comes with normal variant comes with 64 GB, and if you want 256 you have to pay $600. This is already $400. At $600 you can buy iPhone 13 refurbished. And the camera is also sucks, comes with single 12 megapixel camera, and only had 5 digital zoom at 5x maximum. Wow, 7 megapixel front camera, 7 megapixel. This sucks. And performance, this also sucks. 2-year-old processor, A15 Bionic, 2 performance score and 4 efficiency scores, and 4 core of GPU. Not good. Not good. Apple, please stop selling this garbage, because this phone is just a garbage. Nobody even takes this phone. Stop selling this. And the battery is also sucks. 2000 mAh battery. What is going on? This phone only lasts 2 hours in heavy use. Wow. Stop selling this garbage, please. Moving on to our next category. This award goes to our Samsung Galaxy. No, this is not award. This garbage thing goes to Samsung A04. It's a garbage. It's truly the garbage. I know it's a budget phone. It's $200 at price at $200. But still, it doesn't even give you good performance. The display is pretty basic, not even basic, 720p resolution. It's on almost 2024, and this is giving big bezels. Look at that bezels. Like, it's like super old fashioned. And this camera module is only single camera, 50 megapixel. Don't go on a megapixel count. The quality sucks. And this is IPS LCD display. IPS is not a good color. LCD is not the best. And camera is also bad, and the front camera is more terrible. 5 megapixel front camera, terrible results, terrible. And the performance, you can't even play any game. MediaTek Helio P35 12 nanometer processor. This is not justified, and this comes with One UI Core 5.0. Core is more lower version of One UI, which is not even optimized well. Stop selling this. Samsung, you also stop selling this Samsung A04. Do something good, Samsung. At least gives a good performance. Garbage. Moving on to our next category. This category award goes to Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5. And no offense, but Samsung was the first company to bring folding phones in the future, and Samsung Z Flip 5 is an amazing phone. This has 3.4 inches cover display. You can watch YouTube, you can play BGMI, you can play Asphalt in this cover screen. You don't even need to open this full screen. The battery is also amazing in this phone. It has, if you talk about the open screen, it has 6.87 inches Full HD plus dynamic AMOLED 2x 120Hz refresh rate display, full on flagship feature specs, and the camera is also good for the 14 flip-able phone. 12 megapixel rear camera and 10 megapixel front camera. But why you are using front camera when this is a 14 phone? You can use this as a camcorder. This phone is amazing, and this phone wins the award of 2023 best flip phone. Performance is also amazing. 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, given pretty powerful processor and 3700 mAh battery and 25-watt fast charging, and this is waterproof as well. First in our flip-able release, which is IPX8 waterproof. Good work, Samsung. I'm proud of your flip phones. Amazing phone from Samsung. Wins the award. Moving on to our next category. This award goes to Oppo Find N3 Flip. I can give this award to Moto Razr Plus, but I did not, because Moto Razr Plus is not like good in everywhere. There are some bugs in that phone, so I'm giving this award to Oppo Find N3 Flip, because this phone is the best flip phone, I would say. Design is super amazing, and the hinge is super satisfying as well. When you close it, you open it, the hinge is amazing. And this has a biggest cover display, 3.6 inches cover screen. It's more like a smartphone type of cover screen, and the front display is also pretty massive. It is 6.87 inches, around that. Let me just correct it. Where's that display side? Yeah, 6.8 inches cover display, the open display, and inner cover display is 6.26 inches. And this is the massive. You can watch YouTube, you can put pet widgets in it, you can put your favorite pets in the cover screen. This is amazing, and the performance is also basic. This, if you talking about refresh rate, this is 120 Hz LTPO refresh rate, 120 Hz to 1 Hz whenever it has to save battery, and a cover screen is 60 Hz, and it can go up to 30 Hz if you want to save a battery. Amazing. It can produce 1.607 billion colors, and this is 10-bit display, and the cover display is 8-bit. Wow. And the performance is also pretty nice. Where is that performance area? Performance, come on, performance, come out. Okay, that sucks. This comes with MediaTek Dimensity 9200, and it's the best powerful processor right now. And the performance of this phone is also pretty nice. Camera of this phone is also nice. 50 megapixel Hasselblad brand cameras, 32 megapixel telephoto, and 48 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Cameras of this phone is amazing, and 32 megapixel front camera. Crazy cameras. For a flip phone, this is the first flip phone to come with triple camera setup. First ever flip phone. Wow. And this Hasselblad brand tune as well. Amazing job from Oppo. I'm glad that Oppo has bring this phone. Moving on to our budget flip phone category. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your hand for Techno Phantom V Flip. This award goes to because the most cheapest, most affordable flip phone in the market. In India, it's priced at 50,000, and after bank discounts, it is 45,000 rupees for the flip phone. And in US, it's $500 almost. Amazing for this flip phone. And the battery is also pretty huge, and the camera is amazing. Talking about the specs, 6.9 inches screen, biggest, and the cover display is more like a smart watch, but you can put some widgets in it and do basic tasks. And the cover display is also pretty amazing, and this is LTPO 120 Hz refresh rate. I've tell LTPO refresh rate already. And the cover display is 1.32 inches cover display, 800 nits peak brightness is a cover display, and the open display is 1000 nits of peak brightness. Comes with Android 13 out of box and iOS 13.5. MediaTek Dimensity 8056 nanometer processor, pretty powerful, same as GT10 Pro, which has 850, pretty powerful processor. 64 megapixel main camera, 13 megapixel ultra wide, 4K recording it can do, and 32 megapixel front camera. Cameras of this phone is fantastic, and the battery is 4000 mAh, huge in a flip phone. 45-watt wire charging, 50% in just 15 minutes. What an amazing store. And Antutu score is over here written, and Geekbench score as well, so you can check it. So without any ado, best affordable flip phone, Techno Phantom V Flip. Moving on to our now on the best 14 phone category, the first award goes to Samsung Z Fold 5 again, because as you know, Samsung was the first ever brand to create 14 phones in the market, and they was pretty successful, and this is their 5th generation, pretty mature generation, and this series wins the award again. Z Fold 5. No matter you have to do multitasking, it can be as a tablet form, it can become as a cell phone form. Best phone for every multitasking. It has, if you talk about specs, if you like talk about tech specs, everyone knows what are the specs of this phone. Let's go on the display. This phone has up to 7.6 inches dynamic AMOLED display, the cover display. I'm talking about the inner display, and the folding display, which is a foldable display, that is almost 6.2 inches, 6.3 inches between that. And this is all those displays are 120 Hz refresh rate supported. These don't go on this 6.7 inches. This is for the Z Flip series because it's a comparison, but I'm just doing it here. So the both displays are LTPO supported displays, and 1750 nits of peak brightness, both inner and outer displays, and you can do tablet type of multitasking in this phone. And the performance is also pretty solid. 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy has been given in this phone. pretty powerful processor, and it's optimized for Samsung, and the cameras are also pretty crazy. 50 megapixel main, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 10 megapixel telephoto, and the 10 megapixel cover screen this camera. But the under display, it has an under display camera that is 4 megapixel, and that sucks, so don't go on a cover display. It is a 14 phone. You can use this as a back cameras, fully on professional type of camera you can use. But no offense, but the best 14 phone award goes to Z Fold 5. Moving on to our next category of 14 phones. OnePlus Open, also known as Oppo Find N3 Flip, Oppo Find N3 Fold. These are same, but OnePlus Open wins this award as well because crazy level multitasking, crazy level performance, and this display is more bigger than Samsung's display, and this has up to big best 14 cameras ever. 48, 48, 64 megapixel setup, and this is Hasselblad tuned cameras. The 14, the cover screen over here, this has 32 megapixel camera, and the inner display, which is the tablet form, this has 20 megapixel camera. Crazy camera for the 14 device like this. 8 Gen 2 for Galaxy, amazing access points, 120 Hz 2K AMOLED display. These are Sony sensors as well, but these are Hasselblad tuned cameras as well. Pretty amazing aggressive device. I've already made a video, go check it out in my YouTube channel. I will give you links. But this award wins, OnePlus Open wins this 2023 best 14 phone award. Now going on to worst 14 phone series. The worst ever 14 phone is Google Pixel Fold. It is their first generation, but it sucks. Like, even there's Techno Phantom V4, that is like a first generation of Techno as well, but they achieve pretty good. But this phone is nothing against Samsung, OnePlus, Vivo, Oppo, nonewhere. This is super bad. I know without Google, nothing is, Android is nothing without Google, but this phone is only good for their AI software and like multitasking. Otherwise, this phone is nothing. Look at that thick bezels. Like, what is this? What is this? Thick bezels. Oh my god! And this a cover display is more like, I tell you, say, like, you know, that type of thing which is like that type of ant which is broken. It's that type of thing. Look at that cover display. This phone is not even perfect. This phone even not opens fully. This hinge is super not durable as well. So this phone doesn't even win a award, and the processor sucks. It is Tensor G2, which don't even give a good performance. Only is good in AI power. And the cover display is 5.8 inches compared to Samsung 6.2 inches and OnePlus 6.5 inches. The unfold display is 7.6 inches, which is more bezels. Worst ever folding phone from Google. Moving on to our budget category. In our best budget device category, this award goes to Samsung M14 5G. What a phone at a water price, $200 in US, and in India it's around 10,000 to 12,000 rupees. Aggressive phone for aggressive price. It offers you 6.6 inches 90 Hz display, but it's a punch hole. But 90 Hz, amazing, and it has octa-core processor, which is the, I think, MediaTek processor. It's using MediaTek processor. Let me check it. This has Exynos processor in size 3050, I think so. Yeah, I don't know exact. I will put in my screen because M14 is a budget phone and it's not even in US. So, but talking about the battery, it has 6000 mAh massive battery. Not even battery, it's a powerhouse, I will say. And it has in the camera, this is pretty solid, 50 megapixel, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth, which is not even useful, 13 megapixel selfie camera. From a display specs and the camera specs and the processor and battery, this phone wins everywhere in the budget. Best budget phone from Samsung wins the award of 2023. Moving on to our next category. This award goes to ITEL S23 Plus. I have already done ITEL Techno Infinite's history in my Techno Spark Go video. Go check it out. I have tell whole history of it, but these companies are owned by Transholder and these companies make budget phones. But for a history, go check that video out. Talking about specs, this is the world's first phone in a budget. This is 10,000 rupees phone and it has curved display. Wow, curved 6.78 inches display. This is fantastic, and it comes with 500 nits of peak brightness, which is okay, but this is 1080p display. Wow, and this is Corning Gorilla Glass protected, and it also have always on display functionality. Wow, just wow. I can't even see, my words are finished for this phone. This is crazy phone. Comes with Android 13 and ITEL OS 13, which is not that optimized, but okay. But it has a processor. It has Unisoft Tiger T616 12 nanometer. I will say sorted processor, 2 lakhs and 2 to score average. But the cameras of this phone is pretty nice. Main camera is 50 megapixel, another is useless, 0.8 megapixel, useless. But it can do 1080p recording. But the selfie camera is 32 megapixel in this price. Wow, 5000 mAh battery, 18-watt fast charging. This phone wins the award of 2023 Best Curved Display Phone in the Budget. Good work, ITEL. Moving on to our next category. Now, this is not a budget, but this is a mid-ranger, you can say. Honor 90 Pro wins this award. Because it's now after a few days, this price in India has dropped to 25,000. It's also selling for 25,000 rupees. So it's a mid-ranger, I would say, but it's a great phone. And I have Honor. I'm an Honor user. Honor 6X, fantastic phone. Honor 8X, fantastic phone. Honor 90 is here now. It's a fantastic phone. 6.78 inches, 120 Hz refresh rate, 200 megapixel at 25,000 rupees. This is crazy. Comes with Snapdragon processor, Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. What is going on? 120 Hz HDR supported display, 1600 nits peak brightness. Amazing work, Honor. Honor is always aggressive. And the selfie camera is also 50 megapixel and 2 megapixel depth. It also a dynamic type of thing, dynamic island type of thing, iPhone copy. Comes with Magic OS and this has Google services. Honor phone has Google services because Huawei sells Honor, so Honor has some Google services. It's not like Huawei, but still it is best. It also works in Google Android, so amazing. So overall, this is fantastic phone, and 5000 mAh battery, 90-watt wire charging, and 5-watt reverse wireless charging in this price. Amazing work from Honor. I'm proud of you, Honor, and this is curved display as well. Wow, just wow. 16 GB of RAM as well. Moving on to our next category. Now this is not also a budget, but this phone also wins an award. It's priced at 23,000 rupees. And this is OnePlus Nord CE3 Lite 5G. Wins the award of 2023. Best phone at best price. This phone is, the cameras and the design and the display is amazing. Talking about the display, this phone comes with 6.72 inches display and 120 Hz this refresh rate, but this is LCD. That's a downgrade, I will say, but okay for the, I'm not complaining that much because OnePlus has a brand value as well. OnePlus brand value is big, so LCD is fine. But it still sucks. LCD is still not get good. They can give AMOLED, but still it is support RGB's display P3, which is P3 dimming, I'd say. And overall display of this phone is pretty good, but LCD, that sucks, but okay. But the performance of this phone is crazy. Snapdragon 695 5G processor, 5000 mAh battery, and it has LPDDR 8GB, LPDDR4X RAM, UFS 2.2 storage, 67-watt super VOOC charging. VOOC is Oppo's technology, and Oppo, OnePlus, Realme are same now. Yeah. So from a performance and display And camera, this phone is amazing. And talking about camera, it is Sony's, it's using Samsung S5K sensor and this 108 megapixel camera. Crazy picture quality, amazing picture quality. And it has macro lens and it can zoom up to 6 times, which is not that much, but it can do 1080p recording, which is also not good. In some places this phone is not good, in some places this phone is. So I will give this phone solid 10 out of 8, best for this price. And yeah, over here our one award of 2023 and best smartphone award ends over here. And hope you guys enjoyed the phone of the year award, and I can't wait to see what next year brings for smartphones and AI technologies. I'm so excited to see about on next year, and hope you guys enjoy this amazing long video. It is a long video, but it's super interesting video. You guys love it. I hope you guys will love this video. And as always, subscribe to Tech Galaxy, and every latest smartphones videos comes to our channel, so subscribe, and we'll see you on our next video. And happy new year to all of you guys.